10 Best Strategic Bombers in the World. Number 10. Tu-16 Badger. The Tu-16 Badger is a Soviet jet bomber designed in the 1950s by the Tupolev Design Bureau. It was used in multiple variants, including as a strategic bomber, maritime bomber, reconnaissance aircraft, and electronic warfare platform. The Tu-16 served for about 50 years in the Soviet Union and several other countries, with 1,507 units built. It was also produced under license in China as the Xi'an H-6. The only conflict in which Soviet Tu-16s participated was the intervention in Afghanistan. The conventional bomb armament consisted of up to 18 bombs of 500 kilograms or 24 bombs of 250 kilograms in the bomb bay. After modernizations in the 1970s, the aircraft could carry up to 26 bombs of 500 kilograms or 40 bombs of 250 kilograms in the bomb bay and on 2 pylons under the wings. The maximum bomb load capacity was 9,000 kilograms. The bombers were retired from service by 1998. Number 9. F-111A Aardvark. The General Dynamics F-111 was an American long-range variable sweep-wing aircraft used as a strategic bomber, reconnaissance aircraft, strike aircraft, and electronic warfare platform. Initially perceived as an expensive mistake, the F-111 ultimately proved to be a highly capable but costly aircraft. The codename Aardvark, meaning anteater, was originally informal, given due to the aircraft's distinctive long nose. The F-111 entered service with the USAF on July 18, 1967. After its retirement from U.S. service in 1996, the F-111 Aardvark remained in the Royal Australian Air Force until the end of 2010. The crew consisted of 2 pilots sitting side by side in a cockpit designed as an ejection capsule. Most F-111 versions were equipped with a terrain-following radar, TFR, integrated with an autopilot, allowing low-altitude flight without collision risks. The aircraft was powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney TF-30 afterburning turbofan engines. It featured a small internal weapons bay in the fuselage, capable of carrying various weaponry and equipment. Number 8. Tu-22M Backfire. The Tu-22M, NATO designation Backfire, is a Soviet-Russian medium to long-range bomber designed for striking ground targets in enemy operational zones. A key design feature is its variable sweep wings. The Backfire was also intended for intercontinental strikes, including nuclear attacks on the United States. It can carry air-to-ground missiles and bombs with a maximum payload of 24,000 kilograms. The aircraft has an internal bomb bay and 4 external hardpoints, 2 under the wings and 2 under the engine air intakes. The Tu-22M was first used in combat in the final phase of the Soviet-Afghan War, conducting conventional bombing raids to cover Soviet troop withdrawals. It was also deployed in the First Chechen War in 1995 for strikes near Grozny. In the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, Tu-22M3 bombers were used, including the bombing of the Azovstal plant in Mariupol on April 15, 2022. Number 7. Xi'an H-6. The Xi'an H-6 is a twin-engine jet bomber used by the People's Liberation Army Air Force. It is a licensed Chinese version of the Soviet Tupolev Tu-16 and remains the primary bomber of the People's Republic of China. The first Tu-16s were delivered to China in 1958, and a license production agreement was signed with the Soviets in the late 1950s. As of November 2020, the Chinese Air Force operated 231 H-6 bombers. The H-6K is the first fully Chinese-designed and built strategic bomber with enhanced range, targeting precision, and combat capabilities. It can carry both nuclear and conventional weapons, including supersonic YS-12 anti-ship missiles and CJ-20 cruise missiles, with a range of nearly 2,500 kilometers. The primary mission of the H-6K is patrolling the East and South China Seas, protecting China from threats from various countries, including Japan and the USA. Number 6. Tu-95 Bear. The Tu-95 is a Soviet long-range strategic bomber and reconnaissance aircraft powered by NK-12 turboprop engines with contra-rotating propellers. Developed by the Tupolev Design Bureau, it has been in service since 1956. Along with the Tu-160, it remains a core asset of Russia's strategic bomber fleet. The Tu-95MS made its combat debut in 2015 during the Russian intervention in Syria against ISIS. 5 Tu-95MSs, along with 6 Tu-160S, launched 34 Kh-555 or Kh-101 cruise missiles against targets in Aleppo and Idlib, with the approval of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Tu-95 bombers have also been used in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In March 2022, Tu-95MS bombers from the 184th Regiment launched Kh-555 missiles at a Ukrainian military training center in Yaboriv, near the Polish border. Number 5. B-52 Stratofortress. The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress is an American long-range strategic bomber first flown in 1952. It has seen combat in conflicts such as the Vietnam War and the Gulf War. The B-52 can carry up to 31,500 kilograms of various conventional and nuclear weapons. It is also capable of deploying 20 cruise missiles for long-range strikes. During the Vietnam War, B-52s flew over 126,000 combat missions and dropped 2.63 million tons of bombs. In the 1991 Gulf War, B-52s delivered about 30% of all coalition bombs. The aircraft was also used in NATO's 1999 bombing of Yugoslavia Allied force, the 2001 to 2002 Afghanistan campaign, Enduring Freedom, and the 2003 Iraq War, Iraqi Freedom. Since 2016, B-52s have been involved in operations against ISIS. The gradual phase-out of some B-52s began in 2008. Number 4. Tu-160 Blackjack. The Tu-160 is a Soviet and Russian supersonic strategic bomber with variable sweep wings, designed by the Tupolev Design Bureau. NATO designated it as Blackjack, while Russian pilots call it the White Swan due to its paint scheme and distinctive design. It is the heaviest combat aircraft in the world and, along with the Tu-95, forms the backbone of Russia's strategic bomber force. Its weapons are carried exclusively inside two bomb bays, with a primary loadout of 6 Kh-55 SM cruise missiles per rotary launcher, up to 12 total. These missiles have nuclear warheads with a 200 kiloton yield. Alternatively, the aircraft can carry 24 short-range Kh-15 missiles. Tu-160S were first used in combat in 2015 during Russian airstrikes against ISIS in Syria. In the Ukraine war, they have been used sparingly, launching missiles from Russian territory beyond the reach of Ukrainian air defenses. Number 3. B-1B Lancer. The B-1B Lancer is a heavy American long-range strategic bomber with variable sweep wings, developed by Rockwell International, now Boeing BDS. Alongside the B-52 Stratofortress and B-2 Spirit, it forms the core of the United States Strategic Bomber Fleet. A total of 100 B-1B bombers were built. The retirement of the B-1 Lancer from service is scheduled for 2036. The bomber is capable of carrying carrying a wide range of conventional and nuclear weapons, both bombs and missiles, within its 3 internal bomb bays and on 6 external hardpoints. The B-1 Lancer saw its first combat use during Operation Desert Fox in Iraq in December 1998. It also participated in Operation Allied Force in the former Yugoslavia in 1999. Additionally, B-1B bombers conducted bombing missions during Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan 2001 to 2002 and Operation Iraqi Freedom in Iraq. Number 2. B-2 Spirit. The B-2 Spirit is an American strategic bomber featuring stealth technology designed in a flying wing configuration and developed by Northrop. It is capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear bombs and is powered by 4 General Electric dual-flow turbofan engines. Only 21 units were ordered, of which 20 remain in service with the U.S. Air Force today. The limited production run and the enormous design and development costs resulted in an estimated per-unit cost of between $1 billion and $2 billion, making the B-2 one of the most expensive aircraft ever built. Its cost is comparable to that of a Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser. The B-2 Spirit can carry both conventional and nuclear weapons in its 2 internal bomb bays, with a total payload capacity of up to 18,144 kilograms. It made its combat debut during Operation Allied Force in Kosovo in 1999. Since then, B-2 bombers have been involved in operations such as Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan 2001 to 2002 and Iraqi Freedom in Iraq 2003. Due to the high costs of maintaining its combat readiness, the B-2A is expected to be retired by 2032. Number 1. B-21 Raider. The B-21 Raider is an American stealth bomber developed by Northrop Grumman for the United States Air Force as part of the Long Range Strike Bomber LRSB program. The B-21 is designed to carry both conventional and nuclear payloads. It is intended to replace older strategic bombers, including the B-52 and B-1B, which are scheduled to be phased out by the 2040s. The designation B-21 signifies that it is the first bomber of the 21st century. The aircraft was unveiled on December 2, 2022, and made its maiden flight on November 10, 2023. A total of 100 B-21 bombers are initially planned for production. The estimated cost per unit is approximately $730 million, while the total program cost is reported to have stayed within the originally planned $25 billion budget, according to Bloomberg. Initial operational capability is expected in the mid-2020s. Additionally, there is ongoing consideration of converting the Raider from a manned aircraft to an unmanned bomber variant. If you liked the video, leave thumb up and subscribe to the channel.